Hey guys, so we're going to do a reading. I am not in my usual environment, so there may be something about that, possibly like what I brought up last week, where something about putting yourself back out there, maybe trying new things. I'm not sure. I felt called to do a reading here though, and I actually brought my stuff from home to here. I am getting my voice back. I completely lost it yesterday. One of the things about getting like major sinus issues randomly for like a day and then them going away, that's the important part, is they don't stick around, is it's typically a sign that your body is purging something out of you, as well as ascension, which I do believe I talked about in the last reading as well, if not the reading before that. There's a cardinal over here. So one of the things that we're going to talk about with this group specifically, I just realized I'm missing my ring, is you are dealing with letting go of the hold that narcissistic people have had on you when it comes to things that are within you that no longer belong there. So one of the things is, the longer that you are around manipulative narcissism, it then comes to a point where they no longer have to do anything to manipulate you. You actually become so conditioned that you start to talk yourself out of situations or scenarios and alternate your own reality because they've conditioned you to do that. So like an example, I guess, if you're kind of confused on what I'm saying, is like you see something very clearly, okay? But you talk yourself out of it because you're like, that person wouldn't do that, even though you know very much that they would, and they have. But you just talk yourself out of the hurt and choose not to acknowledge it. So something really big with this collective is your subconscious sees something coming or happening, but your eyes are completely blind to it. And that's a big thing about that, is trusting your inner knowing. One thing that I feel this collective really struggled with is believing words over actions constantly, time and time again. There is also something about somebody doing any means necessary to keep you stuck in a cycle. It feels very like damsel in distress sort of energy. But this person may do something very, very dumb to keep you around, or I don't know, where it could hurt both of you. So I don't know what that's about, but that is very important. The other thing is, you may be wanting to help somebody who is going through a situation, or you're getting really frustrated with yourself because you're not walking away from something and you feel so bound to whatever this thing is, but you're getting disappointed in yourself because you know you have to do it. You will leave when you're ready to. You'll be done with the lesson when you're ready to. And when you see it is when that happens, okay? So there's nothing wrong with still being in what you're in, because you're supposed to be in it. There's something that you need to learn from it, something that you need to take from it. If not, it's just, you need to show how strong you truly are, okay? The other thing is, I had a dream, and I have no idea who I'm going to be speaking to with this, but this is really important, okay? In this dream, I kick open a door knowing two people are in it, and I say, I'm not coming in there, but somebody needs to hand me my bag. And this man looks at this woman and says, oh yeah, can you hand her that? It's the black one. And as she's walking my bag over to me with this smug smile on her face, like, haha, I win, I just look at her and I go, you just let that man tell you to hand another woman her purse. You have no respect for yourself. You are disrespecting yourself. And the way that her face just completely dropped, like realizing that this thing that she's competing for, this person, like whatever it is, has absolutely no respect for her whatsoever. And old me would not have handled that situation that way. So the fact that I'm dreaming about that tells me the type of growth that I've experienced in the last 10 years. So yeah. Something about my reading from February 4th, which is only on my YouTube, is very important. I may end up posting it on here too. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. It's actually one of the only ones that I didn't also upload anything on here for, which is kind of weird. So, and that reading, I'm almost positive, is my reading about a karmic feminine who is realizing the error of her ways, I guess is the way to say that, and turning into a divine, and also handing over whatever she took from the divine back to them, because she realized, or they realized, that it's not their path. The other thing that I'm going to talk about before we get into the cards is I did a reading with this deck in my last reading without knowing that I want to say it's 8 of the cards were missing. Yes, 8. Interestingly enough, the bottom card, or the back card, was the Hermit. So biting your nails may be relevant as well. I ripped mine off and I bit them. I don't know why. But needing to spend time and really analyze a situation, analyze where you're at, take time away. That way you can be in your own energy and really decipher what's for you and what's not. We also got the 3 of Pentacles. So there may be a decision where you and some other individuals need to put your heads together for a collaboration. That's kind of what I get from the imagery of this. That may be why you need to take a step back, so that you can come through with your knowledge to help whatever this coming together situation sort of is. We did get the Awakening card, and I meant to bring it up, and it's funny that I didn't in the last reading. The Awakening card in this deck, like I said, this deck I had to actually learn a different way of tarot before practicing with this deck. Go ahead and go to the next part.